Why didn't Samsung use its best camera hardware in the Galaxy S25 Ultra? You might think that the company would include its most advanced 200 megapixel ISO HP9 sensor in its flagship smartphone. After all, Samsung developed this cutting-edge sensor and even sells it to its competitors. But when it came to its own premium device, the company chose not to use it. At first, this decision might seem strange. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is designed to be the best smartphone Samsung offers, so why not equip it with the most powerful camera technology available? While Samsung hasn't provided an official explanation, industry insiders believe there are solid business and design reasons behind this choice. One key reason is sales strategy. Even though some smartphone brands have included the ISO HP9 sensor in their top-tier models, those devices haven't been selling in large numbers. These high-tech phones are more about demonstrating cutting-edge technology rather than making a significant impact in a global market. According to experts, even when combined, their sales don't come close to matching the Galaxy S Ultra series. For Samsung, this means there is no real competition in this space. Its Ultra series dominates the market, so there's no urgent need to follow in the footsteps of other brands. Instead of adding the thick HP9 sensor just to showcase its capabilities, Samsung has chosen a different path, one that focuses on overall design, user experience, and practicality. Another major factor is the physical size of the ISO HP9 sensor. This camera component is much thicker than the sensor Samsung used in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. If Samsung had included it, the phone's design would have needed significant changes, making it bulkier and possibly less comfortable to use. While some companies create large camera modules to show off their hardware, Samsung prioritizes a balanced approach, delivering strong camera performance without sacrificing the overall look and feel of the device. Beyond hardware decisions, Samsung is also focusing more on software-driven improvements. The company has been investing heavily in artificial intelligence, aiming to enhance image processing, optimize camera performance, and create a smoother user experience. Instead of simply chasing bigger camera numbers, Samsung is refining the way its cameras work through smart software adjustments, ensuring users get high-quality photos without needing massive sensors. This approach is part of Samsung's broader long-term strategy. Over the past few years, the company has shifted its focus toward AI-powered features, elegant designs, and a streamlined user experience. The goal is to create smartphones that offer cutting-edge technology without unnecessary complexity. Samsung believes that most users will benefit more from a well-optimized system rather than just packing the most extreme hardware available. That said, Samsung is still open to experimenting with new technologies, especially in limited edition models. Recent releases like the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition suggest that the company is willing to test innovative features in select markets before rolling them out on a larger scale. The rumored Galaxy S25 Edge could be another example of this strategy. But when it comes to its main flagship series, Samsung is sticking with a formula that ensures a well-balanced and widely appealing device. So, what do you think about Samsung's decision? Should the company have included the HP9 sensor in the Galaxy S25 Ultra? Or do you agree with its approach of prioritizing design and user experience? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on the latest tech trends. Have you ever been using your Samsung phone only to have the screen suddenly go so dim you can barely see it? And no matter how much you squint or try to adjust the brightness, it feels impossible to fix, especially when you're outside. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This has been frustrating Samsung users for years, but now there's finally a solution. For a long time, Samsung Galaxy smartphones have had this problem. When the battery drops to 5%, the screen dims drastically. The idea behind this was simple, saving battery life, but the execution, not great. Instead of just lowering the brightness slightly, Samsung made the screen so dark that using the phone became a struggle. Imagine trying to reply to a message, check directions, or even just unlock your phone, and suddenly you can't see anything. The worst part? Fixing it wasn't easy. You had to swipe down and adjust the brightness slider manually. But how do you do that when you can barely see where to swipe? If you were outside in the sun, forget it. Your phone basically became unusable until you found some shade or got inside. But now, Samsung is finally addressing this issue with One UI 7, the latest version of its software based on Android 15. They added a simple but much needed option, Auto Dim Screen. This new setting lets you disable the automatic screen dimming when your battery goes below 5%. That means no more struggling with a screen you can't see. To access this, just go to Settings Greater Than Battery, and you'll find the Auto Dim Screen option there. If you turn it off, your phone will keep its regular brightness even when the battery is low. It's a small change, but one that makes a huge difference for everyday users. At the moment, One UI 7 is rolling out on the Galaxy S25 and S24 series, but Samsung plans to expand it to more devices soon. If you're using a flagship phone, you can expect the update sometime in February. This is just one of many improvements coming with One UI 7. While it might seem like a minor tweak, it's these small quality of life changes that can make a big difference. After all, what's the point of having a powerful smartphone if it becomes useless when your battery is low? So what do you think? Have you ever struggled with this screen dimming issue? Let us know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates on Samsung and other tech news. Have you ever dropped your phone and wondered how tough it really is? Or maybe you've thought about replacing the battery yourself but weren't sure if it was even possible. Well, now that the Galaxy S25 Plus has started arriving in customers' hands, we have the first teardown video, and it reveals some key details about Samsung's latest flagship. A look inside the Galaxy S25 Plus. BKK Reviews has taken apart the Galaxy S25 Plus, showing us what's changed from last year's model. While Samsung has kept the design familiar, there are a few small but important upgrades, especially when it comes to repairability. One of the most noticeable changes is with the battery removal process. In the past, Samsung's batteries were difficult to take out because they were stuck in place with strong adhesive. But this year, Samsung has added an improved battery pull pouch, making it easier to remove and replace. While this won't matter much for people who upgrade often, it's a big deal for those who plan to keep their phone for years. Disassembling the S25 Plus, the turndown starts with removing the SIM tray. Then heat is applied to loosen the Gorilla Glass Victus 2-back panel, which is attached with strong adhesive. Once the panel is carefully lifted off, we get a clear look inside. The first thing visible is the key wireless charging coil, which sits on top of the battery. Beneath that, there are 3 ribbon cables connecting the main board to the subboard. The rear cameras are also attached to the main board, 3 in total, with 2 featuring optical image stabilization to improve photo and video quality. The IP68 water and dust resistance means certain parts, like the SIM tray and speakers, are sealed with rubber gaskets. These help prevent water from getting inside. The processor and cooling system. Taking the teardown a step further, the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip is revealed, covered by a graphite pad and a thermal pad. These layers help manage heat, preventing the phone from overheating during demanding tasks like gaming or 4K video recording. Samsung has also upgraded the cooling system by making the copper vapor chamber slightly larger than the one in the Galaxy S24 Plus. This means the phone should stay cooler under heavy use, improving performance over time. Other internal components, the top earpiece speaker assembly houses not just the speaker, but also an antenna in the corner. Flipping over the main board reveals an ambient light sensor, a proximity sensor, and a microphone. These small components play a big role in features like automatic brightness adjustment and call quality. At the bottom of the phone, the subboard holds the USB Type-C charging port, the main microphone, and the SIM card slot. In some regions, the S25 Plus might also have an mmWave antenna for high-speed 5G connections. Putting it all back together, after going through all the components, the phone is reassembled. While the battery replacement process is slightly easier, the overall repairability score remains at 9/10, the same as last year's Galaxy S24 Plus. Final thoughts. Samsung hasn't made major changes to the repairability of the Galaxy S25 Plus, but small tweaks, like the improved battery pull pouch, are a step in the right direction. The larger vapor chamber is also a welcome addition, ensuring better thermal management. So, is this enough of an improvement? Should smartphone manufacturers make their devices even easier to repair? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech updates.